Hi, Will Hargrove, Head of Fine Wine here at Corney and Barrow, and I'm here to talk to you about the Burgundy campaign for 2020. Ours is a little bit different from how other wine merchants do it, and we are delighted to represent in excess of 40 domains in Burgundy. And so for us, Burgundy is not just January, it goes all the way from December with Domaine Trappet and Domaine Le Fleuve through to May or even June on occasion. So it really is about half of our year. But there is a focus around the hub on the website of Burgundy, which starts from the middle of January when we release the offer of the 2020s. There's one or two 2019s in here as well. But what we like to do is then do that main offer, and as well as that, the separate offers of domains that we're delighted to represent exclusively, which we do throughout the months, as I say, all the way through to May and June. The reason we do it slightly differently is we like to give focus to the estates and to those estates growers, so that we can actually really put them on a pedestal and talk to you in depth about the wines rather than have it be so much information it's less digestible, shall we say. So that is how we do our offers. Most of them will be put obviously onto the website or onto our library, and will all be on the Burgundy Hub. And then with each one, we give you the sort of guidelines as to how we work with that estate. So sometimes it might be that we split the wines up amongst the sales team, and then they talk to you, the customer, and we'll come back to you and try and encourage as many customers as possible to get involved. And with others where we have to allocate because the demand year on year is so strong, we will send the offer out, get those in, and then they are allocated from there. It's really more, for me, it's more of an art than a science to do the allocating. We do want to encourage newer customers to get involved. It's important to do that, but at the same time, we try and respect those who've supported both us and the domain in question as we go along. So that's really a little bit about the allocations. If you want to look back at previous offers, there's absolutely everything on our library and on the website. So that is always worth having a look back at. But really 2020 is very exciting. Burgundy's never been so sought after, and we keep feeling this every single year, and it seems to keep growing. I think the intrigue that people have about the region, the personalities behind the wines themselves, of course, just makes it, more and more of a go-to for the wine lover. A few things I would recommend is certainly don't overlook some of the smaller appellations. Particularly in vintages where they've had good weather, like 2020 has been, and 2019 was too. And also the other grape varieties in the region, i.e. Gamay and Aligoté, which aren't Pinot Noir and Chardonnay that the region is known so well for, I think are definitely worth looking at. As the climate gets more erratic, shall we say, rather than necessarily just warmer. I think there are some brilliant wines, and I remember when I joined we had 1 or 2 Aligotés, and now I think we have 6, 7 or 8. So I would strongly recommend looking at those wines as well as the classics. But for more in-depth guide to the actual sort of individual communes, the team have done separate presentations which will be well worth watching. But we very much hope you'll enjoy the Burgundy campaign. The hub is on the website. We're here to talk about it, which is what we love to do. So please don't hesitate to be in touch with any of the team. And here's to successful Burgundy 2020.